All right, here is the LBRY coin. It's been requested for an update. I find this to be very nice, attractive looking chart for LBRY coin. The Fractal 1 has an exquisite looking cup, and then the handle finished just beautifully. And in the midst of the handle, this bowl, the second cup, second fractal, came about. And then the handle looks very similar to here, just more vertical, not as lateral. And we had a breakout. Now here there was a breakout too. So I just want to focus now today on this region from handle to handle. When the fractal 1 completed the handle, there was another rounding bottom formation for the second cup. I guess what I'm now trying to say is there are occurrences and instances when there could be another round of cup and handle. And that cup and handle could go along a trend line of something like this. It's looking a little messy with a lot of lines, I know. And if we use that as a guideline, so if we use this trend line, the purple trend line, as a guideline to where the bottom could be, it could look something like this. So here's the second handle for the fractal number 2. It broke out, but now it's very clear to me this is not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all-time new highs, my goodness. We will get to all-time new highs, just not on a direct flight. There will be a bit of a layover on this purple support line. And I think it can look like this. And if we do it this way, we can make the third one. I'm sorry, let me just redo this one more time. I need to reduce the narrowness. There you go. As you can see, fractal 1 was the girth was quite wide, narrower, more narrow. So the handle portion, I believe, will lead. This will go down lower low. I know it'll be stinky to have to suffer through if you don't have any cash, especially if you bought it at the top, to go through another round of the basin stage of the cup. But unfortunately, if that's your situation, I think time horizon or hodling is the best option you have. If you have cash, pretty good laddering opportunities will arrive in this zone or the basin zone. Now, the width of this could vary significantly. It could be in May. And the timing of this is going to be very difficult at current stage. Once we start seeing the basing process, I think it'll become a lot more clearer. The overall purple trend line should give the guide as to when that basing will start hitting the bottom. If we hit the top end with a trend line, it would look something like this. So the target areas could be somewhere in this zone, depending on the time elapsed. Now, I don't usually project time, and I know how useful it would be to have that projection along with the price projection. The time projection is a lot more reliable for me because time, unlike price, is not a reflection of sentiment. I've written an essay on this. Now you can scroll back, I think, a couple months, maybe 3 months, and view it. Month and a half, I think. So depending on the time frame of the completion of this pattern, could be May, June, we'll be able to see maybe a better identification as to where along this top trend line the higher targets, top end targets might lie. Now, one thing about cup and handles is one, they're very slow. Look how long it takes to finish one of them. Over a year. And then the second one took July to February or so, January. Now this one could take 4 or 5 months. But I do know this. They are slow, yes, but once they are complete, the cup and handles are able to sustain a very strong, consistent, persistent, long bull rallies. That's what I know about cup and handles. So it takes a lot of patience. Steam, if you remember, went through a very long cup. Basing was months. The handle was weeks, few months. People were getting frustrated and saying, this is a shit coin. I'm out of this. I'm not going to even look at it anymore. Hedging, you're wrong. The degree of criticism and cynicism that I got at that time when a person gets really frustrated does show its true colors. I really believe the selection of words that a person uses reflects that person's inner condition. You can quite often tell the degree of emotional maturity an individual has by the selection of the words they use. It will be the ones who have the greater emotional maturity and perception and conceptualization of this who will be able to again massively profit on the next rise that is coming. And when price goes vertical, what do? You take some off the table. And if you have no cash and once price starts going vertical, what do? you start raising cash. How do you raise cash? You start taking some profits. So I think from a longer term perspective, using daily charts, patterns only for now, this looks uber bullish. Now, when I say uber bullish, that doesn't mean tomorrow we're going to be at 220 or whatever. No. The time frame that I'm giving you is in weeks to months. And the one who conceptualizes this with patience and discipline will be able to make ladder entries here and here during the basing period to profit massively. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you.